Hi, folks. It's Scott here from Squires Development and Real Estate. Excited to bring you kind of what's hot or what's going on and what I'm hearing. What I'm hearing is people are thinking that there's a housing bubble going on right now. And if that's the case, I kind of want to talk about it a little bit and just kind of give you kind of my take on some of this stuff. Here's what I'm hearing out there. There's three reasons why we're not in a housing bubble and or it's not going to happen like it did in '08 or '09, even if we are in a little bit of a bubble. The housing right now is truly limited. In the past, in '08 and '09, there was over 11 months of inventory out on the market. Currently, we're at 1.9 nationally speaking. We're at 1.9 months of inventory left on the market. We're in a shortage. So there's a lot of people sitting on a lot of equity that want to, if they wanted to sell right now, there's a lot of buyers out there that are scratching and looking for different housing options that are available. So that's one of the reasons. Reason number two is psychologically. Last time everybody felt like the values in '08 and '09 were going to just continue to go up and go up and go up. There wasn't the loan restrictions that there are today and some of the stopgaps that are built into that. So you obviously have to qualify for your loan, number one, but also there's a psychological knowledge base right now that, hey, this isn't going to last forever. There is going to be some kind of a reset to a certain point, but we're talking about at that time like an economic slowdown, not necessarily this housing bubble that's going to burst. The last thing, and probably the most important part, reason number three here, is people are sitting on a lot of equity. There's over $824 billion nationwide of equity in people's homes right now. People aren't just going to walk away from them. If you recall, in '08 and '09, there was a lot of shorts, and now there's some long play here. So there's different statistics that have been put out. Recently, I just heard a statistic of 324,000 homes that are in forbearance, meaning maybe they had a relief due to COVID, but now the mortgage companies are asking them to catch up and get back on track. Well, if that's the case, of those, 2/3 of that has got at least 11 to 12% of equity within that home. So people are sitting on equity right now. So if they were forced to sell, or if it was going to get hypothetically foreclosed or something like that, which heaven forbid, we don't want that to happen to anybody, but regardless, if that's the case, there doesn't have to be a fire sale. People could sell right now, and they're sitting on this equity that they could utilize to maybe reset themselves and get a new job or move to a different area, smaller home, that sort of thing. So there's some options that people have, and I think that's important to kind of note right now. What I was talking about in terms of the equity, there's over 17.8 million residential properties in the United States that are considered equity rich. 17.8 million. That's a lot of houses, folks. So right now, even though we're feeling this crunch of the lack of homes on the market, people are sitting on some equity. So I would ask you this: if you're a seller right now, or even thinking about it, pick your price. You might have a chance to get it. So if you've been in the same home for a lot of years and you're thinking, I want to either A, move out, or B, move down to a smaller home, this might be the best time to capitalize on your equity and then go on a trip for a little while and come back. And if the market's reset some, you might find something that you really like. I'm kidding around a little bit there. But three main reasons are: psychologically, we're in a much different space than we were in '08 and '09. We're at a shortage right now, only 1.9 months available on the market currently. And just a little bit ago, we had about 3 months on the market, and then that shifted about 13 months ago. And so now we're sitting here at 1.9. And then last but not least, we have over $824 billion of equity nationwide in our homes. So there's a lot of people sitting there. And I believe the average, and don't quote me on that, but I believe the average is $171,000 worth of equity nationally as a median across the country. So those are just some statistics I thought I'd throw out. Housing bubble, I don't think so. Is it going to stop? Are we going to continue to go? No, I think we're all smart enough to realize that that's going to adjust. But if it adjusts, or if interest rates go up from a historic low that they're at right now, let's talk about that just for a second. If interest rates right now, if you could get a loan at 2.5%, and in 7 months or 12 months from now, we're talking about a 3.5%, interest rate. Is it really that much in terms of going up? Some of our folks, based on age, were paying maybe 13, 11, 10, 9%. I remember when I first bought, we were at around 8.5, and then we felt really good that it got to 6, and now I'm at 2.5. So it's really really interesting how things have kind of shuffled out and worked themselves out. So I don't think we're in a housing bubble. I think there is going to be somewhat of a slowdown eventually here, but everything, all the economists and everything that I'm reading says that we should be in a very strong market throughout the course of 2021. So let's be safe out there. Let's stay safe. And I'm going to continue to try to bring you some updated information to the market so that you have it to choose from. And if you have any questions and you want some real specifics here and not a 5-minute blurb, give me a call. Love to talk to you. Thanks for your time. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Take care.